Here's how it works in the United States. Big Pharma sets crazy high drug prices like Humira at $80,000 a year because they make huge profits. The higher the price, the bigger the profits. Simple, right? The health insurance purchases these and they win too. They raise your premiums each month to cover that expense, which means they collect more money from you. Plus, they get rebates from Big Pharma for keeping those drugs on the formulary. Ever heard of PBMs? Neither had I. They're pharmacy benefit managers. PBMs are like the middlemen who negotiate prices. However, they receive kickbacks from Big Pharma, so they benefit with the cost staying high. The government puts a giant part of the bill through Medicare, Medicaid, and subsidies to insurance companies. But they don't negotiate for lower drug prices. Know why? Because Big Pharma and lobbyists pay off politicians. So why do they all benefit from higher drug prices? Big Pharma gets big benefits for high prices. Insurers raise your premium and get rebates. PBMs get kickbacks for keeping prices high. Government doesn't negotiate with Big Pharma, they just use our tax dollars to cover the cost. For-profit health insurance companies also get paid subsidies from the government for supplying our states with insurance for us. You know the tax breaks that we get for our health care? Those are subsidies. Those subsidies are made up of our tax dollars. Those tax dollars are given to for-profit insurance companies, who then take the funding as well as the Medicaid and Medicare funding and come to our state to manage our insurance process. They pocket the subsidies and then they siphon the dividends that are created off of the public funding in state. Again, our tax dollars. Health insurance companies legally cannot take more than 15 to 20% of money from premiums we pay for their administrative costs or for their profits. So how do they still get rich off of them anyway? The high drug prices mean that they have to pay more, but that means that they get to charge us more. So if we pay this to our health insurance companies, then they're only getting this. If they want to make more, they need to charge us this so that they can keep this. The subsidies, they want more of those. So it's important to keep the Medicare and Medicaid funding high. The more pharmaceuticals cost, the more Medicaid and Medicare funding goes to for-profit to bring to the state. That funding they bring to the state creates dividends, which they then get to siphon at the end of each year. The more money Big Pharma and health insurance companies stand to gain, the more they're willing to lobby. The more they're able to lobby, the more they're able to purchase votes. They don't just lobby the incoming administration. They lobby Democrats and Republicans. This makes them invaluable to these individuals running for office. This also keeps our government officials in line because they'll be sacrificing an awful lot of money and potentially their job if they try to regulate this in any way. This is how the health insurance company, Big Pharma, PBMs, and the government get rich off of us.